Okay, so similar to how I had my other problem of the week, this problem of the week I'm going to be focusing on counting peas, number 2. So I just went with weeks 1 and 2, and I had them started the weeks 1 and 2, and obviously things got put to the back burner, and things were finished a couple weeks ago and then needed to be redone. So I have my extension problem, which will be photocopied for weekly problem counting peas. This is just to support it in about 60 seconds or so. So my extension would be very similar to how we have dinner with the peas, 15 peas. We had some assumptions we had to make. We had to do some research based on how high the table is, how big might the room be. So this is a little bit different. Every day, here's the question. Every day I purchase a coffee from my local cafe. I order a large coffee for $1.52, and I pay with a $2 coin, a toonie. The cafe has a large empty beverage cup labeled as tips. So that's all the information I would give the student. And then maybe for questions, things I'd like to get out of it, I would give them options. So so here I have kind of 2 different options. So for option A, it says, if I give a tip every morning for 5 years, how many beverage cups would be filled? So now we're talking about, first of all, you're going to have to look into national beverage cup size. Using some research, you're going to have to identify the area, the volume inside that cup, and what it can actually hold. You're going to have to make some assumptions based on if she's giving you back change. Is it the same kind of change every time? Is she giving you back 48 cents? Is she giving you back 50 cents with the face out of the penny? Are your students going to mention that? Is she giving you back 2 quarters every time, 5 dimes, 10 nickels, etc.? So all that takes up a different amount of space. So it will be interesting to see how your students kind of make those assumptions or identify things prior to solving the problem, because they would have to give you, this is what I'm using, this is what I'm doing. So similar to how I did it actually. I did the P problem a little bit different. So this is, I don't know, maybe thinking outside the box more too. So I don't know. Anyway, so one option would be, if I give the tip every morning for 5 years, how many beverage cups will be filled? You have to look into the size of the beverage cup, how many cups would be filled, and what kind of coins are going into the cup. So, it might only be just toonies, or sorry, it would just be 2 quarters every time, so 50 cents every single day. It would fill up less cups than if you were to use 10 nickels, or for instance 50 pennies, right? So option B is kind of fun too. So it says the cashier wants to purchase a new iPod. The iPod costs her $249 plus tax. So you don't have a whole number, you have the price, and you'll still need to develop some knowledge with plus tax. The extension is, after how many days can the cashier purchase the new iPod? So you don't have the total value of the iPod, so you have to come up with that plus the tax. So looking at the HST and doing a little bit of math there. And then obviously coming to a date. So if she needs $249 plus tax, I believe the tax is about 27 some odd cents. So we'll say it's $200 and just shy of $280. So on what day does the cup reach $280, or how many days have to pass before she has $280? So that's just another way of doing it. So again, several assumptions would have to be reached and needed in both instances. Cup size, national standard research, type of coin she's getting back. Be interesting to talk about, obviously, with the phase out of the penny. I had a difficult time in grade 1 with that, because the students are aware that there's no longer a penny, but we're still teaching the penny and cent. Interesting. So yes, so they could also make connections to other problems that they've had. There's going to be more than one way of solving this. Similar to the P's, people are going to think of different ways of identifying that problem. So this would be another way of that, and it would just basically be interesting to see the concepts that they come up with, and then using inquiry and problem-based learning approaches, you would just kind of guide your students with questions and hopefully get them out of that rut if they don't understand where to progress this. So anyway, that's a lot longer than I wanted this to be, so hopefully that's okay. Thanks. Bye.